So it's Saturday morning and it's kind of early and I'm the only one up. And I was remembering, when you're a writer and you're highly imaginative and your brain wakes up, you're getting up pretty soon. When I was a kid, you would get up and turn on the TV. Starting at 6 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday, there were cartoons. It was all that was on. And for about 4 or 5 hours, you just watch cartoons all morning. It was great. And I'd be the only one up for a lot of that time. But I was thinking when Donald Trump was a kid, it was radio serials because he's my dad's age. And so he would probably get up and turn on the radio and listen to things like Superman and the Lone Ranger, cowboys and westerns and pirates and, pirates. So then the way your brain works, you go from one thing to the next, right? And all of a sudden, everything makes sense to me. I think when Donald Trump was a kid, he just wanted to be a pirate, I think he really liked the idea of raping and pillaging because let's think about that. All he wants is treasure, right? He wants the whole White House to be coated in gold and everyone brings him treasure. And then raping, right? Well, he does have quite a long history of, raping, right? Especially children. And then what else? He'd like to sail off to Tortuga. Well, Jeffrey Epstein had an island that was kind of like Tortuga if you're someone like Trump and you want to rape and pillage and there's young children everywhere. And so now he's president, he's got gold and he's living out his pirate dream, savvy? So, but it also occurred to me, love, look, I know pirates are fun and no one's more famous than the great Captain Jack Sparrow, the greatest pirate in the whole world. Everyone wishes he was just a dictator, right? It all starts to make sense. You wish you had a pirate dictator? But I'll tell you one thing, I don't want a pirate for president. I don't want a president who rapes and pillages. I don't want a president who has to be bribed every 5 minutes. I don't want a president who wants to coat the White House in gold. I don't want a president who has a history of sex trafficking young girls. You know what I want in a president? I want something a little different. I want someone with some integrity. I want someone who takes the job seriously, who has read the Constitution and maybe even the Declaration of Independence and maybe knows the difference. How about we get back to doing that after this little experiment off into piracy? Because as much as I love pirate movies, and especially Jack Sparrow, I don't want him for president. Happy Saturday. Thanks for watching.